All right, so starting on turn two, um, all these guys are already sending me their death gems. SR's got this funny message. Your death gems are served, Lofty Kalum. We had a few magic events. Now we took luck 3, so this is misfortune 3 with 2 curses. That sucks for us. Because he stumbled upon a skinbound tomb and read it and got cursed. And we bought a set of mercenaries. So mercenaries are gonna hopefully help with our expansion. The plan for expansion is falchineers. Falchineers are size 2 with 2 like reasonable attacks, so 6 attacks per square. Ambidextrous, so no dual wielding penalty, and pretty resource and recruitment point efficient. Definitely not the strongest thing in the late age. Unfortunately, where we have nations with really heavy arms and armor, and the lizards tend to have trouble punching through. Our first expansion army kind of sucks here, but they'll do their best. They got fire, javelins are on fire. These guys are in attack closest, and we're using Bernard's Brave Men as well. These guys start with lots of experience, long pikes for repels, and Bernard himself has a crossbow, so we can keep him on fire and keep distance. At our cap, I'm going to recruit like a couple of different units, but long term it's going to be Empoisoners from the cap and Sorrowmancers everywhere else. The only real disadvantage of Sorrowmancers is they're old, and I'm not going to be wasting gems to twice born them because I'd rather get Tomb Concerts. Okay, that is turn 2. Let's check out the first go round here on turn 3, see how we expanded. Okay, more death gems. Let's watch other people expand. So standard starting army stuff. This guy's got Javelinus that he's been recruiting with his first kit. Oh, and then these are what he recruited. Spearman, 24 damage. And we'll see how these things go. So the Spearmen come in front. They appear to be taking a lot of damage because they get harassed down. So yeah, he loses the 2 Spearmen. And I think that's it. So it probably would have been good to have these other troops mixed in with the Spearmen. Like maybe a fire command and hold an attack with the main troops. That might have done it. But yeah. Oh, it's a replay bug. He did perfectly. So there's been a few patches since. So the only thing I would trust here is the scripting, not necessarily the result. Expanding into crossbows, always tough. These guys do have helmets, but it's probably not enough of a helmet to live. And these snow warriors are his expansion army. This looks like his commander. That's bold. It's a mournful, yeah, that'd be his starting commander. Yeah, these guys all have ice protection, which is why their body protection's so high. Cool. Very nice. It's a good expansion. We'll watch Kalen. Yeah. Oh, this is standard stuff. So just his units on hold and attack. Seems like a lot of troops. Let's see how many that was. So he did lose 4 Spirehorn warriors. That's too bad, but he'll probably be able to do something again with that. Very easy province though to take. Kill him without a critical mass, I'm sure that's quite hard to expand. Okay, so we've got our javelins on fire. These guys are on hold and attack. And the Bernard's Brave Men are coming in first. Okay, so the javelins are gone. These guys are heavily surrounded. They should be popping shortly. I could have had someone on hold and attack rear. because these Falchineers don't have shields, so they get absolutely minced. Yeah, I'm sure I did the worst of my whole team. Oh, 2 Pikeneers and City Guards. It's just the replay. I get an Ice Sword. It's a Tis. That's nice. We'll give it to folks. And then Bernard's Brave Man becomes a hero. So I'm overcompensating by putting all of my forces together. This is really just to limit casualties by putting overwhelming force rather than trying to get greedy by going to other provinces and freeing up my cap circle to get more Falchineers. Yes, reviving a Grave Consort. This is going to be a holy one, just to get some undead production, and I need undead because I will eventually want to go underwater. What's neat is my undead can't go underwater. Sorry, my advanced undead can't go underwater, my undead commanders can't go underwater. So that's going to be a thing to deal with. Research is enchantment 5 for Horde of Skeletons, and then alteration for presumably darkness is kind of nice. But I think I decide that Banefire is actually the other useful target. Banefire here. All of my Sorrowmancers can cast this. Death 3, Fire 1. Range of 45, which could be 50. So basically the whole battlefield if I put my Sorrowmancers in the front. Area of effect 1 with a large area of effect decay. Very high damage, 55 damage. That's armor piercing, magical. So very powerful spell. And then easier to cast is Shadow Blast, which I will be making use of. This Shadow Blast is Death 2, range 35, but Death 2 means that I'm probably casting it for 40-45 typically with the Death Gem. Area of effect is 6+, so this is huge. Still decent damage, not Banefire damage, but decent damage. And it is MR negates, which isn't as good as Banefire, which is not, it's just straight up damage Banefire is. And then yeah, some paralysis here. Good, Shadow Blast is good mixed in with lots of undead. Sweet. Turn 4, maybe? We're not going to watch these things. This is nice. Get our hero, Ancient Shaman. Use him for research for now, but he's going to Sight Search Astral 2 and Nature 2. We succeed here. I'm not going to watch it. City Guards, take a casualty. Pikeneers are good to go. And I'm probably re-upping Bernard's Brave Men. Yep. Brave Breakers would have been maybe smart to go for. I'm actually really surprised I won these guys. Considering there's so many players in this game and it's in the late age, so probably everyone took scales. So yeah, I'm still grouping up. This guy is going to be reanimating his Reanimator Priest. I'm reanimating Long Dead. I could reanimate Soulless, but there's no corpses here. So Long Dead, 3 per turn, is going to be where I start there. And I think, yeah, I'm getting another one. So I'll be up to 6 undead per turn. These guys are expanding beautifully. This guy's doing Mammoth expansion. I have to watch this. These guys are so cool. Trampling, 72 hit points. Let's see how this goes. These are size 6. Oh, that's nice. Just walked right by the heavy cav. Trample all the leaders. These guys are routed. Easy kills. Well played, sir. Oh, this doesn't look so good. So we've got some crossbows, which are going to be a problem because these guys don't have shields, even if they do have helmets. So yeah, that's not good. And then it's, yeah, a little bit of defenders here. Let's see how this goes. This guy's already routed. So leaders here. So another batch. So these guys have routed as well. Oh, he's just, it looks like just a morale check. Yeah, that looks like bad luck. It could just be a replay bug. We'll have to check how many units actually died. Yeah, he didn't lose too many units. Killed a few units and just ran away. So it looked like maybe there was a smaller squad that caused the retreat. I'm not exactly sure. See how Utgard is doing here. Oh, this is a tiny province. This isn't even a thing. Horsevale. So he's going to get bonus PD here. That's nice. Looks like he's already outside searching. That's ambitious, but good. Okay, that's turn 4. Let's check out turn 5. Oh, we're site searching. I'm bringing an assassin around to site search. Get our second grave consort. Take a province with no casualties. There's luck 3 for you. 35 unrest. That's brutal. Luckily, it's going to be within our dominion, so it should come down. Plus, I'm going with 10 PD this game. This is not good. So Pythium has decided that this province is his, and it's just on the edge of our cap circle, and his cap is down here. So it's 1, 2, 3 away from his. So he has expanded directly towards me with his starting army, and he's going to end up building a fort here and trying to keep it long term. This is like brutal for me being hemmed in like this, and and then his team is actually going to use it to create pressure through the whole lake system through here. So yeah, Pythium already making an appearance. Utgard, how you doing? Don't lose much. Doesn't look really that interesting here. Taking more provinces. He's expanding directly this way. I think one of these provinces. No, no, I'm wrong. I was thinking that. Oh, there it is. Pangaea. So he's right at the edge of where Pangaea is. So he's doing to Pangaea what Pythium is doing to me. Atlantis has no neighbors, so he's just gonna sit and chill here. So he takes this province with no casualties this time, the one that had the HP route. Then he takes this province. This looks like yeah, it looks like he's gone out of his way to recruit specifically these units. So he's getting his sacreds here, which are probably resource efficient, but not gold efficient. Because at the start of the game you have a lot of gold, not a lot of resources. So that's nice. And let's see. Oh, this guy found a cave of ghouls, 2 death gems right from the start. First site search he does. He finds it. Beautiful. This doesn't look good. So trying to expand into a relatively easy province, but still has crossbows. So there's always an X factor there. And this time he doesn't get lucky. The mammoths run into the troops right from the start. And he only has 4 mammoths, so these things are actually taking a morale hit from the squad size. And it looks like the replay is going to show them winning. Oh, no it doesn't. He routs. Oh no, he doesn't. He wins. He does win. But that's a replay bug. But it goes to show that he actually had a very good size force there. It's just the luck of the Dominions draw some of the time here. So I have this really awkward start. I'm pretty sure that in the map generation settings that I ended up with Marignon's start because Marignon is a sailing nation and this is how a sailing nation would like to start. Atlantis has Atlantis' start, I'm pretty sure. the other water nations, Relay, which is starting in this pond, and Marignan is actually somewhere over here. Is that right? No, maybe he's up here somewhere. Marignan's cap is like somewhere over here, and it's like that's not really any different than anywhere else in the map. Marignan probably would have liked to start here, but who knows? Maybe this was deliberate, even though Satis doesn't really have any underwater units. Like these guys are undead, but they can't go underwater. Like I can't move them underwater. Reanimate long dead. Let's check out turn 6, and I'll probably call it there. Oh, I don't have turn 6. All right, powering right through. Let's go to turn 7. So getting more death gems because people are being really nice, and it's always nice playing this game with other folks because then you get to talk to them about it. We get the wet ones. I'm going to, I think, suicide these guys because I got the wet ones, but I just got the commander, and all he has is lightning reflexes, so that sucks for me. When I ordered him last turn, he actually had troops associated with him. We continue expanding with our excessively powerful force. Last turn we would have taken this, so we're over here now. This is a strangely good province for a low-income, high-resource province, so we're going to fort it. We have a number of undead now. These guys can go underwater, thankfully. They're all poor amphibians. So they take penalties, but they can go underwater. I'm sending another batch of Falchineers. So all the Falchineers, as we went around here, just got stacked together. The next batch, I'm going to go up here and try and grab some of these provinces. Let's see how Calem's doing. Expanding quite quickly now. So not a lot of troops here. Look at the size of this guy's squads. 2. No fear of morale checks or anything. Oh, your morale fails. Yeah. So they fail. And does he win before it runs off? No, he does not. Oh, he loses this battle. It's just a replay bug. Never mind. And then another small squad. It's four elephants here. Interesting. So a successful mammoth expansion here. Well done. Academy of War. It looks like Atlantis is gaining his first underwater presence. Has some difficulties here on the barbarians. Oh, not difficulties. Scouting. Wanted to get an exact count of the number of barbarians. That is clever. So he would have recruited an independent commander and then set him to retreat and ping this. I have not thought of doing that. That's clever. And he wants this province badly because he needs resources in his cap. He's got a administration 48 fortress here, which I think will go up as it gets colder. Does it actually say that here? No, it doesn't. But I think he needs to get his cap circle and it needs to cool down first. So he's hankering for more resources. This is a forest, so very valuable for him to get because he wants to recruit more high resource units. Utgard is expanded as much as he's going to expand up here. He can see Pangaea with his scout, so you can see his little expansion. Heading out with another expansion party here. And he must have had a failed expand last turn, is the only thing I can think. Or he brought his army back. I found excellent sites here. Another 2 gems. Yeah. And this is a high value province. This is awesome. Okay, so that's turn 7. Turn 8. More gems. So Mohenjo-Daro, ruler of Calem. This is a Spenta, 5 air, 6 astral. And CDN Panther, ruler of Utgard. This is a bog mummy with a whole bunch of paths on it, but he got it specifically to put up Illwinter. They're up, and it's turn 8. So between turn 6 and turns 12, the disciples will wake up, and then my god's going to wake up on turn 12. I don't know if we're actually going to see these guys. So yeah, we're sending a squad of troops over here. These guys successfully expanded here. So I see Ulm at this point, but I also see Amazons, and I decide Amazons are more important than anything else. So let's go here. That'll get me into blood, which will allow me to support Utgard by farming my own provinces for blood slaves. This obviously didn't work. So, what one captain in. Ugh, what a waste of money on that. This is a gorgeous province with the library for the sage and a mine of superior resources. Takes it from Pythium, so Pythium was here, and he ran over him with his mammoths. Now, Pythium is a really weird nation in the late age because they have both the best expansion and they used to have the worst, game, period. So you'd expand amazingly and lose, consistently. The nation has since received, an incredible number of buffs, making it quite a force to be reckoned with in a lot of ways. They get free poison resistance, which is why that team would have wanted them as their pretender. They have dominion control because they have heretics, so they can actually trash their scales if they want to, or buff their scales. They have control over that. They have a very broad set of paths they have access to, but not really high in any path. But there's really sweet mages. They've got access to blood. Heliodromi this is the mage. This is the mage that could destroy me. He's a heretic too, so maybe he doesn't want to recruit a lot of them. He sucks at researching. Maybe you don't want to recruit a lot of them. But he could random fire too, and there's a spell to empower these things to boost their fire paths up even higher. And then there's Phoenix Power to further increase the fire spells. And everything about Satis just sucks against fire elementals. There's nothing that helps me against them. Maybe luck. Maybe I could cast Will of the Fates in the late game. Maybe I can do Fire Fend with, I think that's enchantment. Flame Ward, yeah. I could cast this, but 5 fire resistance, it's just not enough against fire elementals. They would run through everything I have to offer. But the whole point of me playing Satis in this game is actually to it's a sacrifice play to boost the scales of these guys, give them awake gods, and give them a chance to get the ball rolling. And then later on, I can potentially just become an undead generating engine and actually project force that way. Yeah, nothing really I want to check out. Let's go to the next turn. Frozen Fish, the god of Atlantis, is awake. No sites found. Get a Tomb Priest and a Mound King. So Tomb Priest, I probably shouldn't have done these in hindsight. I should have just stuck with the Grave Consorts early and then switched to the H3 guys. But the Mound King is to take a Force of Undead underwater. So I want to get my underwater provinces. Oh, yes. So these band of Falchineers are going to try and take out this province. Bloody, absolutely bloody. And I think I don't actually retreat. Oh, I do retreat. But I was smart and I had my commander on retreat. Did he fail to retreat? Oh my goodness. The commander died when retreating. Nice. So I actually lost a lot there. To get a province of middling income at best, we grabbed the Garnet Sorceress from the Amazon province. We will be templing this because this gives us Garnet Sorceress, which is Blood 1. Garnet Priestess we won't use. Yeah, it does me no good. So I'm just going to put a lab there and a whole bunch of PD, because the PD here is amazing, because they include Griffin Riders, which makes it very high value, especially against Ulm here. Sweet. So another failed expand here. This was ambitious. Maybe he was hoping to snipe a commander. I don't even want to think about that too much. But Calum is leaving his interior unexpanded. He was expanding outward, so he's got on the same team as Pythium is Midgard, and then they can see Tianxi down here. Tianxi, Zabalba, those guys are on different teams, and Utgard can really see Pangaea now. So he's continuing to expand. He's got his first fort, which is in his cap circle. Fortunately, so resources are getting diverted. I had a hard time explaining to the team kind of how resources worked. So for folks' reference, the administration dictates how much resources you get out of a province. So by default, the resources you see in a province, like let me see if I can find one of mine, yeah, that isn't in anyone's circle. This is 50% of available resources. What's shown is half of what's available. The forts gather 100% of the resources of the province they're built in. They also gather 60% of the resources of the adjacent provinces and boost the province income by 60%. So of whatever the original resources are here, 100% of them, so this 100% of the resources here is 122. If I build a fort here that takes 60% of these, this is going to go decrease by 60%. So the number here is going to be like 10 something. And this will increase not by the 50 resource points that this decreased by, but by 100 points, because the actual resources here is twice this. So we have most of our forts here are administration 60. So an ideal setup would be having kind of forts set up so that every province has 2 forts pulling from it. So if this is in his cap circle, an ideal fort would be here, because then this and this is both getting pulled by his cap. Or like put one here, put a fort here, or actually put one here, put one here. So one is here. This gets pulled from his cap and also from this province. Yeah, and then the gold factor is only applied to the province in which the fort is in. Have we seen anyone's god yet? No. Oh, we have. Here's CDN Panther, the bog mummy. Got him a little bit of black steel plate. 5 blood, 4 death, 3 waters. So there's some soul vortex, quicken self, liquid body potential here. And the nice thing about him is he's immortal, which is really nice because it saves me having to help this guy bring back his god when it dies. Yep, so not really scripted to do anything useful quite yet. But again, he mostly got it to put up a global. Continue to expand down here. That's great. More expansion from Atlantis. Let's just jump to turn 10. I want to get to turn 12, because that's when my god wakes up. 2 more death gems from Calum, more tomb priests. Kalem's expanding. Let's just see if there's anything weird here. Oh, a pure elephant expand, or mammoth expand. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Just a critical elephant mass. Just sails through the enemy troops. 2 expands for us. One with our original expansion party. And we finally lose, not finally lose, we quickly lose this party. I think they only grabbed 1 province total, because they had so many retreats last turn that failed. Oh, Utgard attacking independence, nicely done, no casualties. Atlantis, this is a pretty efficient grab against Tritons, nicely done. Yeah, cool. Another grab, oh, a heavy cav province, well done, well done. I'm actually kind of curious how this went so well. Is it because the commanders are all hanging back? Is it because the lances don't hit? Hmm, interesting. Did not expect that. These guys are size 3, they must get some repels. They've got decent defense, and they hit pretty hard. Yeah, I guess that would do it. And we discover a scout, because I'm already patrolling, because I have undead. And I want more undead because I want to take these provinces. I'm sending out another batch of Falchineers. I'm going to try and get this province with. These guys are going to double back because I want to leave these provinces for Utgard. Don't want to infringe on his cap circle. So he doesn't get the resources if I go into his cap circle. That's basically what I'm worried about. So there's no sense to go further that way. This province still has 10 PD, and I want to get a mage on it, so this guy is probably heading that way. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't think we see Atlantis' god in use yet, because I think he wants to kit it first. Turn 10. Turn 11. Just a series of battles. We'll see if we see anyone's god. Otherwise, I'm not going to watch these. Oh, this is a hell of a fight. Maybe we'll watch that. Good old huge pile of crossbows. Oh, interesting. A few lesser air elementals to try and make the expansion a little more efficient. Are the air elementals going to jump back here? Or are they already dead? They must be already dead. Those guys are out. These guys have shields, so that's good. And ice protection. Ice protection's really nice here. Really boosting that natural protection up. Yeah, ice protection in cold 3 is the way to go. Such an advantage. Oh, there goes the air elemental. Cool. Jotun Yod. Ah, here we go. Let's watch Atlantis' god here. So Atlantis has an ice sword, which I'm pretty sure I got from an event, and I gave to him. Or maybe he made his own. And he's got a broad array of paths. This is a thug. These are thug paths. High death is useful too, maybe. But I already have death pretty high, so he doesn't really need it that high. There's a lot of units on Atlantis that do well in darkness, though. So I can see, as a battle caster, this is key. So he's got Stone Skin. I think he might have tried to cast Iron Skin or something. Flying Shield, which gives him Protective Force. Stone Skin Mirror Image. So he's like Alt 3. Quicken Self. Yeah, ult 3 sounds about right. So now he's fast. And he's going to fight like a huge stack of barbarians. So let's see. Defense skills 19. He's got a powerful cheer aura and fear, so he just needs to last for a little bit, and he's ethereal. So he's dodging it all. His defense skill is harass down. So the ethereal plus the mirror image doing some serious work here. So that's multiplied. He's got a 1 in 4 chance of being hit by that, and I think a 1 in 5 chance with the mirror image. So 5 times 4, that's a low chance of being hit. Plus his defense that he had initially before it started getting harassed down. And then the chill aura would do some work here, I think. A little bit. A little bit of influence of that. But really, I think it was the fear. Yeah, very thuggy god, which is perfect. Like, that's exactly what I would have hoped for by having these gods out now, instead of waiting for, like, the like twice this turn count, like mid-20s, 24, 25, 26, waiting for the god. That's not as useful, whereas you can use these gods to expand with at this stage in the game. Now, Calum did pick a god that's not for fighting, so the Spenta is a little different. I don't think we're going to see him. Yeah, so I'm here. I get a little direwolf attack. I see Flegra. Flegra is over here. He's on the same team as Ulm. So there's a team to my north and a team to my west. It's kind of the theme for most of this. So Calum's got Midgard and Pythium to his southwest here, and to the southeast it's Tianqi. Atlantis has got, like, technically borders even more. He's got Zabalba and Bogarus here, and kind of Tianqi on this side. But really, like, this lake acts as a really good buffer, because Zabalba's not coming into the lake anytime soon. Same thing with Bogarus. So he's actually really isolated. Utgard has Ulm, which is going to end up with this, and Pangaea as his border mates. 2 different teams. Sweet. Turn 11, let's do turn 12. Okay, so our god should be waking up. Let me just check if he wakes up. He hasn't woken up yet. We get a bad roll. So dormant pretender gods are awakening, but we don't wake up. We receive Shambler skin because we want mages underwater. And yeah, we're sending our first batch underwater here with a Shambler skin. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize Ulm grabbed this, and then we just patrolled here. Spoiler alert, I fight Ulm first in this game before getting into fighting Flegra and, like, all these other guys. This guy's gone underwater with the mercenary crew here. This is the wet ones? No, it's the shipwreckers. So that's right, because I got the wet ones killed. I'm going underwater with my own set of undead units, because I can now. We've got 78, and I'm getting, what is it? 1, 2, 3, and then these guys are reanimating. These guys could have reanimated 5 a turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could have been getting 16 total units a turn. I didn't need this guy, after all, because I got a Shambler skin, so I shouldn't have wasted gems on this. This is 3 death gems that could have been spent spawning undead. Reanimate long dead. Yeah, so this is what we look like after turn 12. You can see the world scales are heating up again now that we're in spring. We're doing pretty good here. Atlantis is using his god viciously, taking out Hydromancers. Oh my goodness, that guy's gonna get, is he? Oh no, he's not doing water elementals. I was thinking he'd be doing water elementals, but maybe the god's not triggering them? Yeah. Oh, it's we're playing without the AI mod. That's what's going on. I'm not used to seeing the native game AI. It's pretty bad. Native AI tends to cast buffs more than it should, when it should really be casting summons. Because water elementals there would have been quite powerful. So excellent expansion going on there. I expect another yes. Atlantis being cautious with his pings. I love it. Atlantis is a little bit more challenging to expand with, for sure. Um, he wants to expand. The power of Atlantis is definitely in his elite troops and his mages. So you sacrifice a little bit your early game to buy those late game benefits. Okay, and Utgard has finished his cap circle. That's good. And it's expanding further along the north here. Okay, I'm going to stop for now. We'll pick it up in turn 13 on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.